The following program may contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Things must come to an end. We welcome the last ever episode of CCL Adrenaline. I'm your play-by-play man, Brian Henniger.
Man, it's a bittersweet day here, Brian. The very last Adrenaline. Who would have thought when I joined this organization almost 13 years ago that this would be the end, but here we are.
Well, we know why it's the end, sadly. But, folks, we're going to go out with an absolute bang tonight. We have an evening of wrestling coming up like you would not believe. And, folks, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get to that matches right now and do it the way the man who founded this organization would do it.
That's right. That's right, Brian. I agree with you. And, yeah, we are going to kick it off with some action. We're going to kick it off with this match right here. Shane Ashton going one-on-one with the current CCL National Champion AJ Drake. And AJ Drake earlier today was talking about how there's no real competitor for him at the last lap. And from what I've been told, he's going to put out an open challenge at that show for the title. Like, it's on right now. So, like, anybody can really go and sign the contract, but Shane Ashton is pretty much saying, you know what, you're saying there's no competition. Well, I'll give you some competition here tonight, and that's exactly what he's planning on doing.
Well,
He'll step up and be competition. I like that.
Well, that's what you gotta do. I mean, as the old expression goes, you bring the mountain to Muhammad. He believes so strongly in himself. You have to admire that level of courage. You have to admire that level of self-assuredness. I just don't know who he's facing tonight.
Yeah, he's facing, like I said, he's facing the current national champion, AJ
Right.
Drake. Yeah, because again, he wants to show AJ that, hey, you can't just go around and say that there's no competition when there's a hungry locker room wanting to get your championship, especially considering that this is the last Adrenaline, and after this, if there's not any, CCL like live events or however else, this is it until the last lap. So he's basically saying, hey, I'm going to call my shot. If I beat you tonight, I'll get that national championship match.
Exactly. It's time to shoot your shot, and here's a man that can do it. And he is the United States champion, AJ Drake.
Yeah, the way he won that. Yeah, I mean, the way he won that belt is questionable nonetheless, considering he's a member of the First Class Enterprise with Lewis Rivers, the current Call Stars champion. But you can't deny this guy's talent. He is a talented individual. Otherwise, he wouldn't be the national champion. But he's going to be in for a tough test tonight, that's for sure.
It's absolutely true. I don't know if it's going to work for him.
We'll see what happens.
And of course, this is all leading up to our main event tonight. A huge, huge main event, as we're going to find out who will challenge John Blackos for the CCL World title at the last lap. It's going to be Jamal Bedlam and the franchise Aaron Alexander in our main event tonight.
In the words of Gorilla Monsoon, it'd be a main event anywhere in the country.
That's a huge one right there. I mean, Aaron Alexander's been on this mission because he was the first CCL World Champion. He wants to be the last CCL World Champion and the only four-time CCL World Champion.
That would forever etch his name in the record books there, champ. And as you see here, oh, well, what I say, go up, just crack him right in the mouth. That's what he's doing.
And again, you know, like Champ said, Aaron Alexander's been on this mission to become the four-time CCL World Champion, but Jamal Bedlam has unfinished business with John Blackos. He feels like he deserves to be the last world champion in CCL history, but only one man's going to make it to the last lap and get that shot against John, and tonight we're going to find out who that is. They both qualified last episode. Up to Jamal's demands, he said, hey, if we both win our matches, then we can fight each other on this episode. They won their respective matches, and now we're going to see who the better man is in the main event tonight. And I've been told by management, aka myself and Dallas and Meredith, that that match must have a winner. There's not going to be any disqualifications or countouts. We're going to have a winner and we're going to have a loser.
Well, that's how it has to be. You don't want this thing decided by you don't want that sort of thing decided in any kind of shenanigans. You want to prove you're the very best. And if you're not prepared to be a champion, you're not prepared to be a wrestler, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's Oh, go ahead, champ.
Meanwhile, Drake has had a great strategy going after the arm here of his opponent, which has been smart strategy here.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to slow him down.
Exactly. One of the things about wrestling, especially the strategy level, people rarely talk about that, but you see this a lot. They'll try to isolate one of the body parts, in this case the arm. If you do that, you take away one of their major limbs, you take away a lot of their offense.
Mm-hmm. That was a gut buster. That was a nice gut buster there off the top handle.
Yeah. And again,
still going after. Holy crap!
Hey, again, like you said, it's smart strategy. You take out the arm, you take out a lot of his offense, and that's something that I think AJ Drake has used to his advantage in his matches. A lot of people, like I said, you may not like the way he won the championship, but you can't deny this man's talent.
This is what I don't agree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you were hitting the nail on the head. Yeah, he might be braggadocious, and he lets the crowd get in his head too much. But at the end of the day, he is a talented competitor.
Well, he needs to keep in the game, because if this young man beats him, he's basically earned the right to challenge for the championship at the last lap. That's the game. Oh.
And we talk about the cachet of being the first champion, or the longest reigning champion. As much as we would hate for this organization to go away, imagine the cachet of saying that I was the last ever champion in the CCL.
Mm-hmm. And that's what everyone here is fighting for tonight. That's what everyone's going to be fighting for at the last lap in a few months' time.
That was a unique slam there.
Mm-hmm. What's he looking for here? AJ loves to be in control. I'll tell you that.
And that's what. And hey, that control got on the victory, and he is still the national champion.
And that punt to the head finished off Shane. Shane gave it all he had, but it's like Champ said. He worked on that arm, and it slowed Shane down tremendously in this match to a point where he really couldn't do much of anything. And AJ took advantage of that and ended up getting the win.
Yeah, I think Shane had something of a game plan here, but the whole thing is every man has a plan until they get hit. And the moment he got hit, it was over for him. And that punt kick was all that AJ Drake needed to put away a potential challenger. Now he can look to who will step up and try to take the championship.
Yeah, and that's going to be happening at the last lap. We're going to find out who AJ Drake's opponent will be, hopefully before that event, of who will be the man to possibly challenge him for that national championship. Only time will tell, but AJ Drake seems pretty confident, but we'll see if that confidence can land him to be the final CCL national champion.
Oh, wait a second, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are being blessed with the presence of the Call All-Star, the Scorpion, and the man that made CCL what it is today, Sean Walsh. Now hold on, before you say it, think about it. The great CCL wrestlers, I made them into superstars. My golden boys, the Circle of Sock. And all the great Call All-Stars championship matches you've seen here in CCL, that's thanks to me. You're welcome, by the way. And as we approach the big 130, a night that is going to be a celebration for all the great things I've done for CCL, I got to be honest with all of you guys. Lately, I haven't felt very celebrated. And quite frankly, a large part of that is your fault. You don't celebrate me enough. And I let the CCL know that. So we made a deal. The CCL offered me a chance to have a match at the big 130. And I could issue a challenge to any wrestler on the CCL roster. So I'm here today to issue a challenge to a wrestler I don't like very much. That wrestler being James Needham. Or can I be clear? Oh, bloody hell, can I be perfectly clear? That guy. The grown-ass adult that runs around here with a pirate hat. He thinks he's a pirate. He walks around here, gets opportunity after opportunity, usually fails in those opportunities, and points a finger at everyone else. James Needham, I got a lot of issues with you. For one, you spread the virtual wrestling propaganda. For two, your currency is pounds. When you say that'll be 500 pounds, I can't tell if you're telling me how much the bill is or how much these fat virgins that are in the crowd or are watching on the live stream. And the number one reason I don't like you, James Needham, is because you pronounce Z as Z. It is not Z, bruh. It is Z, bruh. Someone has to stand up to you, British bruv bastard. James Needham, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all your bullshit. And that's why I'm challenging you to a match at the big 130. I'm giving you an opportunity, and you're no stranger to getting opportunities, and like those opportunities, I expect you to fail. So why don't you go get your pirate hat, dress up for Halloween like you do every single day. But I'm not going to be at the big 130 to give you a piece of candy. I'll be there, and you're going to get stung by the Scorpion.
Cindy the Clown!
the Apocalypse War!
High in the
High in the third, right.
Is it an actual... It's an actual Big Mac!
It's the Drizzles.
Actually, it was Meredith that called you out like that. Look, while we try to towel Champ down here in the booth, we got ourselves a singles match right now. We're gonna get ourselves a preview of the women's tag team title match at the last lap, as Wonder Woman's going one-on-one with Princess Zelda.
It's your last shot. Fools with fear like to say you're better off than yesterday. Yeah, really yesterday. Whispering a little too loud, but tell me, why would you turn around now? Why would you turn around? Yeah. It's your last shot. It's your last shot. Don't you know when you got that nail all wrong? It's your last shot. It's your last shot. Leave everything out that you got. It's your last shot.
That's interesting. The CCL changed my mind.
Gotta say, I'm right there with you there, Champeroonie. And there's the man. I'm sorry, there's the woman on her way to the ring right now. It is indeed Princess
Zelda, yep.
Princess Zelda, along with Samus Aran and Princess Peach, collectively known as the Sisters of Smash. You want to talk about teams that have been integral to the success of CCL? The Sisters of Smash, one of the premier teams, and absolutely one of the premier divisions and factions, not just in CCL history, but you'd have to say in virtual wrestling history.
But here's the thing, Brian. They had such a rocky run over the last several years. When they first were here, it looked like they were coming in guns blazing. Then they fell off hard. But they came back. They bounced back with a vengeance. And now they sit as the CCL Women's Tag Team Champions. And they could potentially end up being the final CCL Women's Tag Champions. After a rocky run, they could be in the history books in the right manner.
Yeah.
And it could have been at the last lap.
And remember, these three were hated at one point, especially Samus. Back in 2012, she was the most hated woman on the CCL roster, going up against Laura Croft feuding for that women's championship. And after she lost it to Laura, like you said, Champ, they just fell off a cliff. And it seemed like they were just going on their separate ways. Hell, Peach wasn't even here anymore. Like, she was not to be found, and neither was Zelda, to be honest with you. It was just Samus that was left. And Samus, to her credit, she did pretty well for herself. You know, Bombshell's champion and had these classic matches with Sakura Hagiwara and others. But in terms of, like you said, Champ, in terms of the overall faction, they just disappeared until about a year or so ago, when Samus decided to bring their gang back together and something just clicked, I guess.
Well, sometimes what you need in life, I'm sorry, Champ, I'll let you talk in a second, but you know, sometimes what you need in life, you know, you need those moments of adversity. There's an old expression in this world that heat hardens steel. Sometimes you have to go through the fire to get better. And absolutely, that's what happened to the Sisters of Smash.
Yeah, right now, Wonder Woman's showing the power that she possesses. But yeah, it's crazy to see how much this trio has grown over the last couple of years after being hitting rock bottom and being pretty much irrelevant. But now they're just absolutely soaring, and it's amazing to see. And they're fan favorites. They were the most hated group, and now they're fan favorites. Everybody loves them.
You know, it just shows you how the world can change. You know, the world can change so rapidly if we learn nothing from 2020. That's neither here nor there. And now Wonder Woman prone in the middle of the ring. Here comes Zelda.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, she hit her with the most overused move in virtual wrestling, the superplex, and he only got one.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's overused for a reason. It gets results.
And tonight also, coming up after this match, we're going to have a fatal four-way match. The winner will face Trixie Decker for the Bombshells title. It's going to be Annie Cortez, Vanessa Delphine, Laura Matsuda, and Beryl Bedlam. It's a fatal four-way. That's happening right after this match.
Ooh, so we're getting back-to-back Bombshells matches.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, never mind.
And then, of course, the main event. So you want to stick around because it's a very important main event. Jamal Bedlam, Aaron Alexander, the winner, faces John Blackos in the main event of the Big 130, the last lap, whatever you want to call it. The final CCL event ever for the World Heavyweight title. That #1 contenders match is our main event tonight.
Time out, guys. Time out. I know we have this great match going on between Wonder Woman and Zelda. They're absolutely doing their thing, but I have to bring something up here. Is Shawn Walsh dumb? Is he stupid?
I got nothing to do with that.
Why is he calling out James Needham? That is the last person on earth I would call out. And he's been a wrestler. Let's face the toughest guys in the world. But the last person I would call out is crazy ass James fucking Needham.
Especially in the mood that he's been in the last few months.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you there. But last thing I've ever considered Shawn Walsh to be is competent every so often.
Shawn Walsh is a great many things, but mentally stable is not one of them.
Oh, he'll admit that himself, that's for sure.
He's what Gordon Ramsay would call an idiot sandwich cover.
Again, not enough. But yeah, you're right.
Need him. And look, I'm gonna say a prayer for that kid at the last lap. I'm gonna say a prayer for that kid. And also, everybody out there should say a prayer for Coin Webb when I whip his ass at the last lap as well.
Yeah, that's still happening, by the way. Coin Webb and the champ. That's still happening at the last lap.
Listen, I've been training. I've been getting back to ring shape. I'm ready. I'm gonna run circles around that piece of trash.
I know, man. And I'm
gonna realize why I'm a world champion.
If nobody is pulling for you, champ, you know I am.
We got, of course, another match that's going to take place at the last lap. Of course, Sherman Sampson TGO. That's happening at the last lap. I'll be running down a few of the matches, the confirmed matches during the rest of this show.
That was a little uncharacteristic by Wonder Woman to kind of placate to the crowd while her opponent is down. Now,
I think she was placating at Samus on the other side of the ring. The camera didn't see it though. Those two have history.
You can't focus. Yeah, I know they do, but you can't lose your focus like that. We both know that. And big splash from Princess Zelda.
And still only got a 1.
Wonder Woman is such a strong competitor. She has done so much in CCL. She's a certified All-Star Hall of Famer. If she's not already in. She's done so much in virtual wrestling.
And Christy Montero just as much. And again, and I think I mentioned this before when this match was made. This is going to be the rematch of the very first CCL Women's Tag Team Championship match. Oh God!
Oh.
Lasso of Truth.
Yep, got her. She didn't get enough of her, but maybe she did. I don't know. Let's find out.
We don't know. We're going to find out.
Got the cover now. Nope.
Yeah, it was kind of a grazing blow with that. Normally she'll come off the ropes and hit a square. She kind of like tried to do it out of nowhere, and it didn't really have the same effect.
Exactly.
And also, we know that Elizabeth Frieza will face Cleopatra Spinks at the last lap, and we're going to hear from Frieza later on tonight, too. I hear that she's got something important to say about that match. I just don't know what that is, but we're going to find out later on.
Well, considering Elizabeth Frieza, you know, she one thing about her, she's never at a loss for words.
Speaking of loss,
uh-oh.
wait a minute. Zelda turned that around quickly.
Beautiful Amaji Straw there.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Inside cradle.
Got inside cradle, and again, she's trying to make these quick pinfalls, and I agree with that strategy, actually. Catch her with something she won't expect.
Exactly. And the thing is, we always bring this up. They do those early pinfall attempts, not because they're trying to win. They're trying to make them expend energy to try to kick out.
She might have knocked the Wonder Woman out with that knee.
I was going to say, she went with that sunset flip out of the attempt of the Wonder Bomb and almost got her.
And then she hit the Triforce out of nowhere, and that's it. Wow.
Zelda just pinned a former CCL Women's Champion.
You got to talk about momentum. That's some momentum right there, bud. I'll tell you what.
I'm going to tell you this. If they are able to do something like that at the last lap, they will end the CCL as our last ever tag team champions. If they can do something like that, by God, they're going to be they'll be the champs.
I agree. And again, it was like I said, catch Wonder Woman with something that she won't expect, and she didn't expect that Triforce out of nowhere, and it ended up winning the night for her. So we'll see how things go at the last lap. It's going to be a completely different story when you got Christy Montero and Samus in there with him.
Here's the closing stretch right here, gentlemen. Here with that knee right there. Thought it was over, but instead she asked her to get right back to her feet. And I didn't think this was going to get her, because look how short distance she had to go, but it was just enough to put Wonder Woman down. And man,
drove the breath out of her.
This is a smash. Had all the momentum going up against the dream team of Christy Montero and Wonder Woman for those tag titles at the last lap.
Yeah, but again, like I said, it's going to be a whole different story when you have Christy Montero and you have Samus in there. So
absolutely, that changes the complexion so greatly.
So we'll see how things go at that event, but nonetheless, Zelda getting a big win here tonight.
The only thing that I like better than consistently remind you commenters that I told you so is having the hardware to back up all the claims that I made when I first arrived in CCL. Because I said, when I got here, when I made my triumphant return, that I was going to turn this ship around and become one of the most feared individuals, not because of my power, but because I am one of the smartest men, not only in professional wrestling, but in business and in life as a whole. Hell, I am just as damn great of a professional wrestler that I am a businessman, and I have the enterprise to prove it. Because let's take a look at all the facts. Not only just the facts, take a look at all the hardware that I have collected with this conglomerate, with this entity of individuals known as the First Class Enterprise. First, we have to start off with the person who kicked this all off. That would be the men's breakthrough champion himself, yours and mine truly, the face of First Class, As soon as I came in and I won that breakthrough championship, there's been not a man alive who's been able to touch me. I've been on the biggest roll in my entire career when I showed up in CCL. Hell, I've taken down Al Cabrera. I've taken down your golden goose, Jamal Bedlam. I've taken them all down, and there's not a damn thing anybody can do to knock me off my high horse. Next, let's look at the dualies. Those damn dualies. They had the honorable pleasure of taking those titles from two people I hold oh so near and dear to my heart when it comes to ECC, especially the beatdown that they gave Walter Scott. That right there, that was a picture perfect display of power and destruction that only the face of First Class can afford, which is the absolute best. And you know damn well that those damn dualies got paid a very pretty penny. Next, the woman who's been running roughshod on the entire women's division, causing havoc and anarchy wherever she goes, Miss Anna Nightmare, of course. As the women's breakthrough champion, she has made sure, she has vowed that she would not be overlooked in this division anymore, and she's going to start taking what is owed to her, and we're not stopping there. She refuses to just stop at that women's breakthrough championship. We are aiming for higher, and before CCL decides to close its doors, she will definitely be aiming higher and making her claim as the very best woman in all of professional wrestling. Then, of course, you have who people have considered as the crown jewel of the First Class Enterprise, Mr. AJ Drake himself. When I approached AJ Drake and tell him that he can make a name for himself when it comes to joining the Enterprise, he wasted no time impressing not only myself, but himself, knowing he did not know that he had this type of capability. But I told him, you reached that potential and the money and the championships will fall. Now look at him. He is the reigning and defending CCL National Champion. Then, of course, the man who people didn't ever think would have been influenced by the value of the dollar, the now current VWU World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Sahaya Steele. And it's funny to think that when Sahaya cashed in and became the VWU World Champion, that was part of the biggest turning point in all of CAW as a whole, because he decided to take the reins of one major entity, one major organization in the VWU by the balls and become the World Heavyweight Champion. And then the tide turned in my favor, because it was only a matter of time that I promise you 1 year in the making what I was going to do, and that was beating John Blackos at Call All Stars and becoming the new Call All Stars World Heavyweight Champion. And now that you think about it, VWU and Call All Stars are all within the palm of my hands. It all belongs to the First Class Enterprise. We hold every single major title that you can ever ask for. I don't give a damn who is the world champion of any type of organization, whether it be CCL or whatever type of minor league that the VWU or Call All Stars has to offer. We represent. No. Let me rephrase that. You all are now blessed to be represented by the First Class Enterprise, because that's the VWU and the Call All Stars Championship within this camp. There's not a damn thing anybody can try to do to stop us, and most importantly, stop me from achieving more. because I'm not stopping there. There's more titles that need to be had. There's more gold. There's always more room for more gold, for more money, for more opportunity in the first class enterprise. It's just a matter of who's next.
Well, that was the current All-Stars champion, Lewis Rivers, making his intentions very perfectly clear, as he always seems to
My
do.
man learned how to make his words succinct and to the point. That was way too fucking long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lewis Rivers is the kind of guy where if you ask him what time it is, he'll tell you how a watch works.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But now we're getting into this match that I had spoke of just a few moments ago. We're going to find out who's going to face Trixie Decker at the last lap for the Bombshells Championship. And here comes a woman who would love to be the final Bombshells champion, and that is Annie Cortez, who, if you remember, she's been pinning a lot of former CCL Women's Champions in her CCL run. And now she got the opportunity. I mean, she's had an opportunity at the CCL Women's title. She challenged for it at Forsaken, but was unsuccessful. But now she's got an opportunity to fight for the Bombshells Championship.
Absolutely.
And Annie has all the tools to get it done, champ.
One of these two women will have an opportunity to try to become the final CCL Bombshells Championship, a championship that was the brainchild of the man who created this great federation as a means for the women of this company to be able to have something else to chase after and to hold with great pride. So, I mean, that Bombshells Championship, it's no slouch having that championship.
No, absolutely not.
And Trixie Decker's had that championship, I believe, since Supernova. So I think she's got the longest reign of the Bombshells Championship. I have to double check on that, but nonetheless, one of these four women will have an opportunity to win that title if they can make it through this fatal four-way tonight. And Annie, competitor number one, we're about to bring out competitor number two, a woman who's been known in the breakthrough division, but another woman who would love to have an opportunity at this Bombshells Championship, someone I know very well, a former DCA Rising Star champion, I believe twice over, as a matter of fact, in Vanessa Delphine, who here in CCL has also been, fairly successful in the breakthrough division. Never won the title, but has come close on numerous occasions. She's got a good head on her shoulders, obviously, and she would love to win this match and get to the last lap and compete possibly for that Bombshells title.
Won't be easy. A fatal four-way is not elimination. It's one fall to a finish, so you have to find a way to get your other two opponents out the way so you can get that pinfall or submission. Thankfully, there's no DQ, no countout, so you don't have to worry about that.
And here comes competitor number three, a woman who's also been wanting to be Bombshells champion. A lot of people thought she'd be a future Bombshells champion in Laura Matsuda.
Laura Matsuda's had quite a run here in CCL since her debut. Done very well, but I'm pretty sure she would want to have that stamp of becoming the final CCL Bombshells champion under her belt throughout her career. And the only way she could do that is she could be successful here in this match.
You're absolutely right there, champ. Laura Matsuda. She's always one of those people that they called next year's champion. She's always got a championship run on its way. Is she going to reach that now? We don't know, but she has a good chance to do it.
Well, not with this woman in the ring, because you want to talk about somebody who's determined. You got Sister Savage here in this match.
Sister Savage in the building. I'm pretty sure that right now her focus is on this, and then later on her focus will be on her brother and trying to get through the last lap and trying to become the final CCL World Champion. Right now her focus has got to be on trying to be the final CCL Bombshells champion.
And she's held the Bombshells title before. We all remember that shocker that she pulled on Carmen Cortez back in 2020. Yeah, back in 2020, Beryl Bedlam was the fan vote at Supernova to challenge Carmen for the Bombshells title, and many people didn't expect her to win that match. And then she ended up not only winning, but blitzing Carmen in that match and becoming Bombshells champion. So you know she wants to get back to that Bombshells championship. And Annie, she doesn't have a problem with Annie. She has a problem with Carmen, but let's make no bones about it. She ain't going to take it easy on Annie. She ain't going to take it easy on any of these women in the match. She wants to win.
Absolutely.
She wants to win. She wants to qualify. She wants to go on and fight Trixie at the last lap for that belt. And here we go. Fatal four-way, like you said, champ. No disqualification, no count-out, but it's not elimination rule, so they got to keep their heads on a swivel at all times here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they're coming out the gate swinging. Look at them. They're just going at it. There's no feeling out process. There's no, warming up in the bullpen. They're just going right to it.
Exactly. You can't lay back in this situation.
And especially with a world title shot or a title shot period on the line. That's something you don't get often, especially now. A lot of questions regarding everyone's future after CCL. Where are they going to go? What are they going to do? I mean, some people that work here have other places they're going to be going, but other people, it's kind of more of a question mark. But that's why they're fighting so hard. That's why they're not just for the legacy of this company, but just to have that honor of being the final one. That means a lot.
And guys, keep this in mind. To be honest with you, wrestling companies are not in a vacuum. Every one of them, they talk to each other. They all mention each other. They all mention what's going on to each other. They're watching. They're seeing the way these people perform. If you're the last ever champion, that gets you more bookings. It gets you more money. It gets you more chances at championship opportunities. So there's a lot to play for in this situation.
Absolutely. And back to your point, you all, when you say like everybody's looking to see where they're going to go next, I already know. I've already announced a couple episodes ago that I'm retiring from, commentary duties and everything like that. But I would love to see like where some of these individuals will go and be able to follow their journey and things like that, and just be a fan. Because a lot of these individuals, a lot of these young men and women, all are very talented and have the goods to be able to do something.
Yeah, the power bomb on the outside. We got a gut wrench suplex inside.
Oh, right now the two ladies in the ring have a chance to do something because Laura Matsuda and Madam Outside, they're doing their thing.
Yeah, Vanessa almost had it there. If that 3 count would have happened, Beryl and Laura wouldn't have had anybody to blame but themselves because they were fighting on the outside of the ring, weren't paying attention. And that's what I was saying earlier. That you got to keep your head on a swivel in this kind of a match because it's not elimination.
Absolutely, you got to keep your head on a swivel at all.
And again, our main event is coming up immediately following the last commercial break we're going to take on this night. After this match, Jamal Bedlam, Aaron Alexander, one man's going to challenge for the world title at the last lap. Face buster by Annie in the ring.
Look at this cover. Holy shit.
That doesn't shock me. That doesn't shock me one bit. Difference between Annie and someone like AJ Drake is the fact that she can play the crowd, but she knows when it's time to get serious. Like she's how can I put this? She's eccentric. I'll put it that way. But when it gets down time for that bell to ring, she knows how to get it done in between the ropes.
Well, that's the mark of a great champion, is that they're able to. There's like an internal switch in their brain. Once that switch turns on, that's it. They're going no matter what. And that's the mark of one of the true greats. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, they're having a good time. Yeah, she laughs and jokes and plays with the crowd. She also understands, bell to bell, you have to get the job done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You have to have that sort of level of that sort of balance in order to be successful.
Oh, God, end of heartache by Vanessa. That takes Laura out of the ring.
Yeah, Laura's in a bad way.
Yeah, and now going for the final exam on Beryl, but doesn't see Vanessa behind her. Vanessa didn't see that coming, or at least, Annie didn't see that coming, and Vanessa trying to take advantage of it, which is smart. You get Annie out of the ring, as you see right there, takes Annie out of the ring, but she took herself out of the ring.
Yeah, she needs to get back in and go after Beryl.
Yeah, and Laura, to her credit, is seeing the writing on the wall. And all four of these women understand the situation at hand here. They know what it's going to take to win this match and win this title shot.
That was a devastating reverse DDT by Beryl.
Now Laura going for this bulldog within the ring.
Springboard bulldog, shades of the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, the Stratisfaction.
Now the cover. And Vanessa breaking that up quickly. Speaking of Trish, I'm making a few calls for the final show. Making a few calls, seeing who can show up. So you never know. You never know. That's all I'll say.
They always say it's better to go out with a bang than with a whimper.
Yeah.
And I know you, and I know that you would do anything to make the last event an event everybody, including our dear friend, the late Eddie Mack, would be proud of. But you've already done all of that.
Yeah, I'll if I'm gonna be speaking honestly, there's the kick to the back of the head by Annie, but Vanessa right there to break it up.
I would love to see Trish Stratus at the last lap so she could see me actually wrestle, because she stopped me from wrestling way back like 10 years ago. Like almost 11 years ago. I want her to see me actually wrestle. That's what I want.
Well, like I said, I'll make a few calls, see what I can do. I'm not going to promise anything, because I don't want to, I don't want to say it's going to happen and then it doesn't happen. I want to make sure,
right,
that Anyway, Laura got Beryl up and slams her down as Michinoku driver by Vanessa. We had 2 pins. Laura.
Only a 2 count.
Laura couldn't make that pin. If that was it, then Laura, she could only blame herself, because she put Beryl in her own way. And taking Vanessa out of the ring. And Beryl trying to get to her feet, as is Annie. Both women here. Tired, obviously. But they got to keep going. Big insecurity by Beryl.
That was a nice combination. Came in with the back elbow and then kicked her head off.
You know what? Jamal Bedlam is just an absolute powerhouse in that ring.
Just like her brother. We'll see that. We'll see him again. We'll see him in just a few minutes here.
All right.
That's off the ropes. Tornado DDT.
Stood her on the top of her head with that DDT.
Absolutely beautiful.
Beryl is not done. Beryl did not like that too much. Now she's going to make Vanessa pay for it. Giving her these repeated suplexes.
To borrow one of your favorite lines, champ, she stood her up with that stack of dimes she calls a neck.
Absolutely. And then Jamal Bedlam with those Tres Amigos. And wow, what a right. Holy shit.
Yeah, like I said, they're not holding anything back, and why should they? They got a Bombshell's title opportunity at stake right now. They know what this means. And Laura is just taking it to Beryl right now, and she should, because Beryl has been dominant in this match. To the midsection, taking Beryl down, and now, but Annie right after Laura, trying to take advantage of the situation, going after Beryl, which is smart. Laura did the damage, and Annie trying to take advantage of it. But Laura now trying to take advantage of Annie.
Well, Vanessa's back in it.
Yeah, everybody's back in the ring now. And Beryl is just wailing on Annie to no end.
Everybody in the ring.
Suplex. And now
oh,
Vanessa with the tiger feint kick. And she's put
Dials
many
it
people
up.
away with this move. With the splash. Beryl doesn't realize it. Wait, now she does. And breaks up the pinfall.
And folks, that's the reason why these multi-person matches so challenging, such a test of your ability. You really have to be on top of your game 24/7.
I agree with that. Now, Annie with the 8-second ride on Vanessa, taking her out of the equation.
The 8-second ride, and she got bucked.
Yeah, she didn't like it too much. Shot right to the face of Laura.
Usually, 8-second ride ends in tragedy for her. Okay, no.
Well, I mean, the last 8-second ride Annie was on, she had it and she never wanted it again. So that's why she is what she is now. But that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah. Ask Tough Hedeman about Bodacious and his 8-second ride. Look that one up, kids, if you want to know.
And now all Barrel's back in the ring. But Laura, with just giving her a punch and a kick to the face, she knew what was coming.
Yeah, Laura well scouted there.
Drop kick, taking Beryl down. And meanwhile, Vanessa's going to take advantage of Annie, who was still dazed from Beryl. Another tiger feint kick. This could be it. Vanessa with the splash. Laura and Beryl have no idea what's going on. She pinned her, but Laura just at the last split second was able to figure out what was going on and stop the pin. There's another end of heartache, and Laura's taking 2 of those now, and she's on the floor, and now we're down to 3.
Usually one's enough to put you away.
Yeah, it might have put Laura away because she's down. Now, Vanessa with the repeated clotheslines. That's 3, sending Annie into the corner. But there's the open lariat by Beryl. 2, no!
3, damn it, 3.
I thought that was a 3. That could have been a 3. But Vanessa able to kick out. And now Laura sending Vanessa down, trying to take advantage of Beryl's work. And Beryl breaking up that pinfall. And Laura not liking it too much. There's a Brazilian leg sweep. Not to be confused with the Russian leg sweep.
Anyone, even a Brazilian like Laura Matsuda can do a Russian leg sweep.
We got 2 Brazilians in this match.
We sure do.
And speaking of, that one Brazilian about to take that other Brazilian and drop her on her head.
Oh.
That cover, she got her.
Annie Cortez is going to the last lap, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
I know about a dozen people that are going to be happy about that one, and if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But Annie took advantage of the opportunity, like we said all this time, and now we know it's going to be Annie Cortez and Trixie Decker at the last lap for the Bombshells title. That's going to be one hell of a match.
In the words of Taz, that's going to be a rocket buster.
That's going to be a banger. That's going to be such a banger.
Well, considering those 2, it might literally be a banger. No, I'm serious. It might literally. Anyway, there's the knee suplex brainbuster, and that was it. Annie gets the win.
Someone in New Japan calls that the trash can. But either way,
we're gonna probably need a trash. We're probably gonna need a trash can when this match happens. But it's not because the match is gonna be trash. It's gonna be for some other reasons that we are gonna get into because our main event's next.
Yeah, let's get geared up for that one.
leave anything on your front lawn, under your porch, on the side of the highway where you can store all that stuff my way, down here at Jones Big Ass Truck Rental and Car Storage. Now, I know y'all got stuff at your house that you don't need no more, you don't want. You know you ain't gonna use that printer. Why keep it all around your house? Bring it down here to my house. You ain't the Dukes of Hazzard. You know you gonna use that ugly yellow luggage. You don't need all this crap. What you gonna do with this? This is not what it... In my yard, I don't care. I'll store this motorcycle in that van for you for $10.99 a month. You got old tires. They charge you $3 for that old tire. You can rent a truck. You can store a car. They don't care. Bring it on down here. You ain't got to put that old tire for $3. For less than that. Hell, for you, for $3 they gonna charge you. I do it down here for $1.50 down here at Jones Big Ass Truck Rental and Storage Facility. Now, friends, you may ask yourself, how in the hell can he store this stuff for such a cheap price? This in a box, mark it for you, put it away, seal it. The fact of the matter is, I'm pretty drunk right now and store it. And this is a drunk discount sale down here at Jones Big Ass Truck Rental and Car Facility. You got an elephant, I got space. Send me smoke signals. You got weed, and I'll store anything you want. Go ahead and give me a call or find me on them internets at www.jonesbigasstruckrentalstorage.com. That's JONES Big Ass Truck Rentals and Storage.com. This is a bus. Do you know how big a bus is?
It's the final countdown. Oh, the final countdown. It's the final countdown.
Well, how about that? The Call All-Stars. Go ahead, champ.
That is huge. The Call All-Stars Women's Championship being defended on the final CCL show, that is absolutely major.
Yeah, she said they'll make it official because it's her, and I don't doubt that one bit. It's going to be Cleopatra Sphinx challenging Elizabeth Preza for that championship.
Wow.
It's going to be a massive match. And speaking of massive matches, in just a few moments, folks, our main event is up next. Jamal Bedlam, Aaron Alexander, the winner, goes to the last lap.
It doesn't get no bigger than this.
Damn right, folks. This is going to be one of those matches you'll tell your kids that you got to see.
I agree with that. And folks, don't go anywhere. Don't move a muscle, because we're about to kick this thing off. Aaron Alexander, Jamal Bedlam's happening right here and right now, folks.
Let's do it.
There will be no stopping. It's when you go harder than somebody, man. This right here, is domination. This here, what you call domination. It's a combination of skill and concentration. So rise to the occasion, do something amazing. With anything that I do, I dominate it. This here, what you call domination. It's a combination of skill and concentration. So rise to the occasion, do something amazing. With anything that I do, I dominate it. I'm stronger, blow harder. I'm a monster, I conquer. Dominate anything I want to. My passion, my skill, my focus, my hunger. Just to put it simple, I'm the... Yes, I just want it more than the next guy. And no, you can't do the thing that I'm gon' do. Real aggressive, little rough around the edges. A man on the mission, smashing the competition. Ooh, my next victim, get him, I got him. Let me know if anybody else got a problem. Yeah, cause they don't even stand a chance. Got the eye of the tiger and the heart of a champ. Just want it more, yeah, man, I need to win. Pedal to the floor, we gon' push it to the limit. Yeah, man, they wishing, but they can't with me though. Even when it gets all quiet, I'm still on beast mode. This here, what you call domination. It's a combination of skill and concentration. So I can be occasion, do something amazing. With anything that I do.
Here we go.
This is one of the biggest main events in sports history. These two men, both of them former CCL World Champions, are going to get the ultimate opportunity to try to take away from John Blackos the title of the final CCL World Heavyweight Champion. The pressure has got to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, champ. Jamal Bedlam, the man that held that CCL World Championship with so much pride and honor, that lost that title to John Blackos in a double title match at Supernova, has wanted to get back to that opportunity at that World Championship, and he's fought like hell to get there. But to do so tonight, he's got to go through a man who, he said it himself, he's not a saint. He's done a lot of horrible things in this company, and they're well documented. But to him, he feels like it is his right to be the final world champion in this company.
I can believe it. I can believe
that too, y'all.
I mean, there's been a lot of world champions in this company, like Jamal, like Matt Phoenix, like Great D, like Gregory Black. There's been a bunch of guys that can also have that claim to say they are the man that should be the final world champion. But in Aaron Alexander's mind, and he's said this before, he started here from the beginning, and he said he's going to end here as the world champion. But Jamal doesn't want that to happen.
Obviously not. Jamal wants to be the man who can say that he closed it out as the champion. And you'll notice the way he's looking. I honestly don't think that Jamal Bedlam, I mean, look, the fans love this guy and he loves him right back, but you've seen how dangerous he can be in that ring.
You know what's funny about that whole thing you just said, Brian?
Yes.
How you said Jamal is not, you know, he's willing to bend the rules a little bit to get to the top. Yeah, he has done that before. But you know what? This man made a career out of it.
Good to him, right? He did.
Here's the thing. Aaron Alexander already has on his Hall of Fame resume the first and only BCW Badass Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. The first and the last. Now he wants to put on his resume the first and last CAW Champions League World Heavyweight Champion. You put that on that resume, put him in the All-Star Hall of Fame tomorrow.
I agree. Go ahead, Brian.
You're absolutely true about that, champion. Very astute. Aaron Alexander, I mean, you hear the music he's using his background music, Perfect Strangers by the band Deep Purple. That was a longtime interesting of a man also called The Franchise. That was Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas made his name by doing something that was unthinkable in 1993, throwing down the NWA World Championship, declaring himself the first ECW champion. It'd be an amazing bookend for Aaron Alexander to become the last CCL World Heavyweight Champion. It would do the exact same thing, though. It would put his name in that record book, etched for all time, that he did something unthinkable. So tonight, that's his chance to do it.
Exactly, and that whole video package that's part of his Tron, that's been part of his Tron for years, is an example of who this man is. This man is no bones about it. He has done the most despicable things in this company's history. He's walked out on this company numerous times. He's done all those things. But the thing is, a lot of people would have expected him by this point to just, you know, brush it off, say, you know, such and such, so-and-so. He's owned up to that. And I think a lot of people have turned a corner about Aaron Alexander about this point. He's not changed who he is. He hasn't changed the fact that he's a despicable human being when he wants to be, that he'll bend the rules if he has to. He's not changed anything about that. The fact is, he's owning up to the fact that that is who he's been. That's how his career has always been defined. And he wants to define his legacy as himself, as Aaron Alexander, the last world champion.
D-Wall,
he wants to do.
The last Adrenaline ever, and I've been the longest ever here. You mind if I do this, the gimmick?
No, go ahead, man. Go right ahead.
Gentlemen, this is the main event. It is a singles match to determine a #1 contender for the CCL World Heavyweight Championship. It is Jamal Bedlam taking on the franchise Aaron Alexander. The winner will take on John Blackos for the World Championship at the last lap.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. And AJ Monahan has been instructed to kind of, you know, give a little leeway to this match, because we don't want this to end into disqualification or a count out. We want a fair and just winner and loser here.
In other words, give them some room.
And I mean, between these two big boys, you're going to have to give them plenty of room, because these are two big men.
Here's the thing about Aaron Alexander, is that Aaron Alexander has adapted and changed up his style. When he was the CCL World Champion the first time, he was a pure wrestler. But over the years, he has taken on more. He is trained in MMA and has that MMA style with him, along with wrestling, along with those dirty tactics that he has adapted as well. So he has really just changed himself up over the years.
Oh my goodness!
Oh dear,
wow!
Jesus.
And
what a drag!
That's what Jamal brings to the table. Just brute, raw power. He is not afraid to punch you in the mouth, as he is doing now to Aaron Alexander, to get that title shot, as you see him going all up and down the body, right across the face, and smashing him in all the way down to the corner.
The man from B-More, all he knows how to do is blow.
Yeah, I agree. Reverse DDT by Bedlam there. Quickly into another, I believe, his first cover on the matchup, only getting a 1 count. This might go for a while, folks. So you might want to strap yourselves in. There's a lariat by Aaron.
Yep, get you a nice beverage, get you some snacks, and just strap yourself in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because these two men, they will do whatever it takes, like we said before, to be the #1 contender, to be the world champion. Covering this time by Aaron. 2, no. He got a 2 count. But I don't think Jamal appreciated that too much.
Oh, I mean, holy crap.
And folks, if this is your first Adrenaline, first off, welcome. I don't know why you're here now.
Yeah.
Go and see the rest of the show. Big shot by Aaron. But if you are new, please like and subscribe.
Yes.
And hit the bell so you know when the last lap's going to hit, because it's coming. It's going to be coming up in a few months' time. Cover off that full Nelson slam by Jamal Bedlam there and only getting a 2 count.
That was a nice full Nelson slam, getting all the leverage and everything. Because remember, Aaron Alexander is not a small man at all.
Oh, there's a German suplex. As you said that, champ. 2, no. And now these two men again. It's gonna be a little bit of a tough road to figure out which one of these two are gonna get that shot at the CCL World title, but you know they're gonna fight like hell for it. As you now, what's Aaron doing? Wow, nice suplex. Half-hatch suplex by Aaron Alexander. Now another chop.
That overhand chop, I mean, an overhand, like a regular chop is enough, but when you come over the top with the palm of your hand across someone's chest, it is painful, let me tell you.
Even with that flat jacket on him, that doesn't offer too much protection. Uh-oh, big power slam, gorilla press style by Jamal. And like you said, Aaron's not a small man, but for him to lift him up like that in a gorilla press position, it's no easy feat.
No, it's not an easy feat at all.
And now Jamal back inside the ring, going for something here, but Bedlam gets a shot to the midsection, and now again, Aaron with this half-hatch into the suplex with a bridge. Nicely done by the franchise and only getting a 2.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, Alexander was already a great technical professional wrestler, but then adding in that MMA training and that MMA fighting style has made him such a dangerous individual.
Yeah, I mean, he's held multiple world championships, as you said earlier, as he goes for that armbar, trying to wear out Jamal, trying to take out that Savage Cyclone.
I mean, that is...
These men know exactly what this is all about. They know what this match is all about. The chance to become the last ever CCL World Heavyweight Champion, and they can't afford to let anything be held out right now. They are going to just go as hard as they can, basically, in this entire match, because to them, there is no tomorrow.
No, it's not. Only one man's getting that shot. There's no last chances or anything like that. You win, you're in, as Eddie used to say. Big clothesline in the corner. And oh, wow. That's something that Jamal doesn't break out very often. The senton from the middle rope. And only a 2 count. But yeah, we've already had some amazing announcements for the last lap here tonight. Elizabeth Preza putting out the challenge to offer to put her All-Stars women's title on the line against Cleopatra Spinks at the last lap. We already know that Andy Cortez will be challenging Trixie Decker for that championship, as there's a sunset flip by the franchise. 2 count. I know that AJ Drake has an open challenge for his national title at the last lap. Sherman Sampson and TGO. 2 count, no. Got the Champ versus Coin Web. I know Champ's looking forward to that. And we got some more matches that are going to be announced as well. Of course, the CCL women's title matches is official. Carmen Cortez will defend against Meredith Clark in a very big match. And ironically, a rematch from the Big 120. Whoa! Tripped him up on that middle rope there. Now Jamal hanging him up on the middle rope. And that's going to slow Aaron Alexander down a little bit. Now, going back up top. Went for a spear, but Aaron Alexander able to get out of the way at the last possible second. And now going right back after the arm that he worked on earlier.
Again, using that MMA training and that professional wrestling background that he has to go after the limb. But you mentioned my match with Coin Web. Hey, Coin Web, I still haven't heard from you, son. When are you going to say something? Do I have to bring you out of hibernation to get you to respond? What are you doing?
Nah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll try and figure something out. That's for sure. It's now Aaron with a half Nelson suplex, sending him all the way across the ring. That could be it.
Half and half could do it.
The leg is hooked and it's not enough to put Jamal down. Also, I have got confirmation to see this. You may have noticed this year that there was a certain something we didn't get to do this season. Coincidentally around the December time. So we're doing it at the last lap.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We're doing it at the last lap, folks. The final, and this is legit, the actual final Holiday Havoc Royal Rumble matches are going to happen at the last lap. Both men's and women's. Yeah. 2-0. And I know that the winners get the CCL women's title shot on that. Obviously, that can't happen. So, there's a compromise that I'm making. For a sliding knee, didn't connect. Jamal going for something, gets an arm drag. But the winners of the two matches, there's a belly-to-belly suplex by Aaron. Covered by Jamal, only a 2. The winners of those Holiday Havoc matches will get an opportunity at the VW and Queens of Wrestling titles. Yeah, so that's what's at stake for them. It's basically like the Queen of the power of Jamal. And Jamal can fly when he wants to. There's the lowdown. Nicely done by Jamal. This could be it, but it's not.
The agility looked like you see the both the power of Jamal Bedlam with that. With that gut wrench into a German suplex and then jumping up to the top rope and then hitting that low down frog splash, the agility, that is what Jamal Bedlam brings to the table, is that power and agility in one package. You don't really see that a lot in men his size.
No, and he doesn't break it out that much either because he knows, people don't expect it. He breaks it out when you least expect it. Now Jamal with a plunge there.
Well, the Green Bay plunge.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to think of the correct way to say it there.
In his case, it wouldn't be the Green Bay plunge. It would be the Baltimore plunge.
Yeah, or the Old Bay plunge, whatever you want to call it. That's exactly what he hit. But it wasn't enough to put Aaron Alexander away. And now Jamal saying, hey, is that the best you got, franchise? He wants a fight. He doesn't want Aaron. He wants Aaron to give every single bit he has. It's like, hey, you want to show that you deserve this? Fight me and prove it. And that's exactly what Jamal's trying to do right now.
Got to give him credit for that, folks.
Wait a minute. Sunset flip. Cover. 2-0.
Monahan kind of hesitated, trying to get in the right position for the count, and that might have cost him.
But I also understand why he did it, because you don't want controversy in a match like this. There's a DDT in champ.
We gotta win.
That never gets old, champ. We also have a rope break there as well.
Yeah, Aaron Alexander only had enough in him to get the bottom rope, after that violent DDT by Jamal.
Yeah, he hit him with that draping DDT, also known as the Dream Killer, and it busted him open. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Jamal with a suicide dive, and Aaron's head smacked the Spanish announce table on the outside of the ring. And you see Monahan counting, but he's being very lenient with the count. I believe it's a 20 count in this match. But he's being very lenient. He's not counting as fast as he normally would. Oh, what a clothesline by Jamal.
And you see Jamal, he's starting to get fired up, folks.
And he's going to have to be. He's going to have to be if he's going to win this match.
You might be looking for that Old Bay Lariat.
Oh, nope, he got a boot instead. But can Jamal finish the job? He's got to do it, and he's got to do it now. While he has the opportunity, give him another boot, and Aaron goes down. But every time he tries to put him down, Aaron just keeps getting right back up to his feet.
I mean, again, he got trained in MMA, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a glass at all. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a lot more to put Aaron Alexander down, the former three-time CCL World Champion.
I agree with that. And now Aaron body checked him just to make sure he didn't get whatever he was going for there. Now big right hand and another one, just spinning Aaron around. Those heavy right hands are going to do him a lot of good, but Aaron catches him and kicks him right in the midsection.
Oh, man, that kick landed square in the midsection. That's going to take the win right out of Jamal Bedlam.
Exactly. They call that move a lung blower for a very good reason.
Exactly. And now Aaron with a big knee. And Jamal scrambling to the corner to avoid a pinfall, but that didn't help him. He got another knee instead.
That high knee shades of the late, great Harley Race with that move. Oh!
Kicked him right out of it, kicked him away, and now Aaron on the middle rope and kicks him right in the back of the head and went for a splash when Jamal got out of the ring.
Jamal is playing possum, it looks like.
Aaron Alexander's not known to go to the top rope, so as you see why. Oh, God!
Oh, what was that, champ? What was that move he just hit?
Powerbomb!
Yeah, that's there we go. Now we got an exploder capture suplex by Jamal. We told you this was going to be hard hitting, and we meant every word of it, folks.
This crowd's kind of turned on Jamal Bedlam, who's normally a fan favorite, so kind of weird. Oh my goodness.
Slingshot! Sit out! And it didn't get the three. I think. Go ahead, Brian.
These guys are laying everything out on that mat tonight. They know what this is all about. They're going to give every ounce of energy they have to give in this bout.
No, I agree with you there. And wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Dropped him with a right hand. Two, and again, Aaron Alexander had just enough to get the bottom rope.
Aaron Alexander is a veteran of this great sport of professional wrestling. He knew where he was in the ring. He knew all he had to do was grab on the rope and he had it.
Yeah. But that also could tell you how much energy's been taken out of him with the beating that Jamal has been giving him in this match. It could be either or.
And you see he's going right after that open wound of Aaron Alexander with those right hands.
Trying to bust him open, trying to wear him out even more. It's a smart move by Jamal. I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, I mean, When you're bleeding, you start to expend more energy. The blood gets into your eyes, along with the sweat, so it burns, and it really affects you in a negative way.
Yeah, exactly. And Aaron up on the ropes, but Jamal hanging on. Went for a right hand, didn't get all of it. Jamal got his. Now Jamal going up to the top now. Not characteristic of him, and oh, that's why. And now Jamal gets his legs swept from underneath him.
Kick his leg out of his leg.
Oh no, now he's about to get torn in half with a spear. There it is!
Oh! Folded him up like an Italian leather wallet.
That could be it. The leg is hooked, and no!
No, I kind of felt it wasn't it, because usually when Alexander hits that spear, it's a setup for either the rub out or the kill shot. He doesn't usually do that to finish an opponent off. He usually does that to soften him up for one of his two primary finishing maneuvers.
And that, oh, he might be going for it here. But Jamal counters with a knee to that open wound, and now Jamal got him up. Choke slam.
Oh, this might be it.
The cover. Leg is hooked, and no. And Champ, to your point there about him not being, that being a setup, he might have went immediately for the pin because he realizes he's bleeding. He doesn't have that much energy left. He wants to go ahead and get this match over with while he's got an opportunity. That's a smart move of someone like Aaron Alexander, realizing he's bleeding, realizing that he's bleeding, and the longer he's bleeding, the more energy is going to be sapped out of him.
Absolutely. I mean, he understands the situation.
Oh, no. The most overused
no.
move in virtual wrestling on the concrete floor. The superplex.
Oh my God!
Good Lord!
That might be it, folks.
What did I tell you? These two are gonna go all out. They are not gonna hold anything back tonight because they know what this is all about, friends.
Yeah, I agree with you. Brian. They knew going into this exactly what this match means, and Aaron is still moving.
Yeah, this crowd's going nuts for this one too.
And I think what you were saying earlier about Jamal kind of being turned against, I think this is a 50-50 split here tonight. They don't know who they want to win this match. They just want somebody to be the better man. DDT on the apron.
My God.
Jamal is willing to put everything on the line, like Brian said earlier, to become the man, to challenge John Blackos, and now he's tearing apart the Spanish announce table.
Thank God we're sitting above this bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. We're up here in the luxury box, in the press box. Unfortunately, our friends over at VWU Deportes better move.
Yeah, they're getting a front row seat, not the one that they are expecting. Monahan's still counting, but I don't think Jamal cares about that right now. He wants to inflict as much damage as possible on the franchise to make sure he doesn't make it. And now, breaking that count, that's a smart move, even though he's got till 20.
Yeah, we do the Japanese-style count here in the CCL.
Or at least in this match, anyway.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Jamal. Oh, my God. He's got him up. Savage Cyclone through the table.
Oh, my God.
That's got to be it. That has got to be it, folks.
Trust me, in my new 13 years of being a CCL, I don't envy the Spanish announce team having that breaking their equipment go everywhere. Trust me, I've had equipment go everywhere plenty of times.
Aaron is still moving.
Aaron Alexander is a man possessed.
Aaron Alexander is a tough bastard.
We know we remember the wars he's had with Armageddon. It took everything just to put Armageddon down.
Trust me, I sat front row for those wars with Armageddon. Holy fuck!
Remember he went through one again with Armageddon a few months ago that me and you called just to get to this position. Spear again. Cover.
Let's
Two.
count.
And no. Remember, Armageddon was another guy that had a dispute with Aaron, saying he should be the last world champion. And he came out and challenged Aaron. And Aaron said, hey, let's do another last man standing. And that one was probably even more brutal than the first one. And Aaron won just to prove a point that he belonged in the spot he's in now. Uh-oh. Schoolboy. Schoolboy by Jamal, too. Kick out. My God, what a match we're seeing, folks.
This is a CPV worthy main event right here. We're getting the final adrenaline ever.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, boss. This is a match that could mean have been a pay-per-view.
Exactly, and Jamal going right back after Aaron with these right hands. Aaron Irish whip, but gets a knee right to the mouth.
Face crusher.
And Jamal realizing he might be moments away from putting this thing to bed, but Jamal gets slung away by the franchise, and there's a knee right to the mouth, right between the eyes. 2-0.
We got another play.
Oh, both men's blood will stain the street tonight, and they don't really care. See the difference? Oh!
I went for something there. Now there's another spear. That's the third one in this match.
But now he's thinking. He realizes the spear's not going to be enough. He knows he has to finish this once and for all.
And Jamal knows that too, and he was quick to counter.
Very true. See, you and I, the gentlemen, would be thinking about our futures and tomorrow. For these men, there is no tomorrow, because for one of them, they will never get another chance to be CCL World Heavyweight Champion. So they are willing to put their bodies completely on the line, throw caution to the wind, because they know this is it for them. And that will make people do desperate things.
What have I always said on CCL programming over the years that I've been commentating? If you're not in this business to be a champion, you don't fucking belong here. And that's what these two gentlemen are displaying right now. They know the gravity of this situation. They know that there's no way, there's no other opportunity to get a shot. This is now. They have to do it now.
I agree. And now Aaron with a splash. That's uncharacteristic. And Jamal got the knees up. And there's the old Bay Lariat. There's the old Bay Lariat. But Aaron's back up.
Fuck that.
Aaron is back up. He said, bring that shit.
That's pure adrenaline, folks, and pure instinct.
That man is on a mission. He would rather die than let anybody else claim to be the final CCL World Champion. And Jamal is getting back up now. Spear for number 4.
Oh my God.
If he doesn't have a broken rib right now, it's a damn miracle.
Oh, he might be going for spear number 5.
That will break your rib. Spear number 5.
No, he might have been going for the rub out right there. But Jamal saw it coming and got out of it. And now Jamal, what's he thinking here? No. Kicked him away. Another shot. And now here comes the strikes by the franchise. What's this?
Yeah, right. Hard punch.
And Jamal wisely gets out of the ring to avoid a pinfall. That was smart.
Yeah, the hard punch, one of the most dangerous maneuvers in professional wrestling.
Wait a minute, German on the concrete floor.
Oh my God, what is German?
And Jamal wisely getting Aaron back in the ring, not wasting time outside of it. Jamal realizing he's got to put him away now, but Aaron is still fighting.
Talk about that heart punch, a move made famous by Stan Stasiak and Ox Baker, claimed to have killed a man at one point.
Jamal with that elbow to the top of the head, and now what's Jamal doing here? He's got him up. Pop up! 2! No!
Wow.
My God, man. I'll tell you what, this is the final adrenaline ever. Labeling the final adrenaline ever, and we're going out, like Brian said, all night with a banger, and this is exactly that, folks.
I mean, this is the final adrenaline match ever, and these guys are bringing it.
Oh, I agree with that. Now, what in the hell is Jamal doing? He is setting him up on the top rope now. What in the world is this man thinking? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no.
What has he got planned here?
Is he going to give him?
He's got to give him another. Oh, bay plunge from the middle rope.
And guys, you have to think, both of these men are thinking the same thing right now. They're thinking, what do I have to do?
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
What do I have to do to put this person away? Because clearly because both of them, you can see in their eyes, there's a look of sheer desperation. They've each thrown their best shots, and it's not worked.
Deadlift power slam. Cover. The leg is hooked, and again, Aaron gets the shoulder up.
That running power slam reminiscent of the late British Bulldog, but it didn't get to 3 count.
At this point, I don't know what will get the 3 count. In all seriousness, there's a power bomb. Hooks the leg and only a 2 count, and now into the Boston Crab.
The unorthodox Boston Crab, but look at the torque that he has on him.
Otherwise known in some circles as the DCA special, but I don't consider it that. Because nobody's paying me for it.
Oh my God.
Aaron now still in control of this thing, but Jamal just shoves him away.
Yeah, Alexander was in the plus position, but Jamal just quickly takes that away from him.
Now, uppercut by Jamal. Jamal, another right hand. Aaron into the corner, went for a knee, doesn't get it. Jamal, oh wait a minute, is he gonna do the same thing? He is! Power bomb into the Boston Crab. Anything you can do, I can do better, folks.
And look at the angle of that Boston Crab. He's got him right underneath the hips. The angle on the spine is very, very deep. The pain is intense.
And he's nowhere near the ropes, and because of that angle he's got on that Boston Crab, Aaron doesn't have enough power to crawl to the ropes. He's got him trapped here. And because he's bleeding more than Jamal, he's got less energy in order to try to get out of that hold.
Exactly. The oxygenated blood can't get to the brain, and it can eventually make you pass out.
One thing about Aaron Alexander, though, is that because he's been in this business a lot longer than Jamal Bedlam, I mean, he'll find a way to get out of this and find a way to get back into this matchup. So Jamal Bedlam's got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say he better find a way out of it, because that's his only shot at getting the world title. And Aaron,
both these men are bleeding. Both of these men are bleeding. Both of these men have given each other their best shots.
Oh my goodness!
Gut wrench power bomb.
That might be it. The cover, 2, and again Aaron kicks out.
That's one thing about Aaron Alexander. No matter how you feel about this man, his tactics over the years, one thing about Aaron Alexander, this man knows how to keep fighting and knows how to keep bouncing back.
And another gut wrench power bomb. Jamal is yelling at Aaron to stay down. And this might have him stay down. The cover, and this time Aaron kicks out at 1.
Again, showing you that fighting spirit.
And the defiance. That defiance that has defined his career. Oh, he's going for a 3rd one. And this time Aaron wasn't going to have any of it.
Listen, Aaron Alexander superplexed someone off of a ladder through a flaming table like the first Call conspiracy. You don't think this man knows how to stay tough and not stay down? Come on, guys.
He nearly killed Armageddon over a decade ago. I mean, this man knows that it's going to take a lot more to put him down. And now Jamal, lariat from the top rope.
Lariato!
And Aaron still is not finished, but neither is Jamal. I don't know what it's going to take. I honestly don't.
It's going to take a mistake from one of these two men in order to...
Oh, wait just a second here. He's about to give him a receipt.
He sure is.
The most overused move in virtual wrestling on the concrete floor.
Get shit on.
But can Aaron capitalize? Can Aaron get Jamal back in the ring and get him into a pinning predicament here?
That is the million-dollar question.
He can lock in that season tire, and that could be it as well. Aaron now trying to lock in a submission right now, but Jamal with an elbow. Oh, wait a minute. Savage Cyclone. No. Aaron with the elbows. He knew immediately, that submission. Up and right to the ropes immediately. Jamal knew it.
That's a rare mistake from Aaron Alexander, as a veteran in this game, to be that close to the ropes and go for that. Oh, wait.
Oh, look at that. But as you said, champ, veteran move. He knew he was in the middle of the ropes, so he locked in the submission away from him. But Jamal, again, just continuing to fight. And now, oh, what's this? Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Jamming the knees into the mat.
That's going to really affect that season tire submission hold going after the legs of Aaron Alexander.
Going to affect the spear. It's going to affect his ability to lift him up for the... Oh, my goodness. Sherman suplex and his head hit the turnbuckles. Jamal is not playing around, folks. As if he was even doing that to begin with. What is this? Jesus!
Torture rack backbreaker. Holy crap.
Damn right.
Otherwise known as the shock treatment. And he might have given Aaron Alexander a shock treatment after that one. Irish whip. Going for something, but Aaron with a lariat. This, I honestly gotta say, this is one of the best adrenaline matches ever, right here. Full stop. Full stop.
You are not lying, my friend. It's in the top 10 at least.
And Aaron, again, just on rubbery legs. It's now Jamal. Oh, wait a minute. Jamal spinning them around into. And only a 1. And Jamal can't believe it.
He spun him out from the electric chair position into a sit-out powerbomb, but it only got a 1 count.
And again, that's that defiance of Aaron Alexander, and now just whipping him into the corner as hard as he possibly can. And now doing it a second time, and this time Aaron falls down. Jamal gonna take advantage of it. The cover here, and again, defiantly, the franchise kicks out at 1.
The franchise is clearly motivated. He wants to be the last CCL World Champion after being the first, and he's not going to let that go away.
Charm City bomb!
Too close to the ropes.
Too close to the ropes, and Jamal, I think he knows it. And I think
and Jamal is getting in the face of AJ Monahan.
It's that frustration. It's that frustration at this point. These two. Oh, Valerie, no! Spear!
Got him.
And Aaron is not finished. He knows he's got to put him away right now.
Here and now, he's got to make that move. No.
But now Jamal again able to get out of it. Jamal now spinning him around into another power bomb. And this time, no, I thought he had him away from the ropes with that long reach of Aaron Alexander coming into play right there. Jamal up the top rope and another lariat. And Aaron rolls to the floor. But
again,
Jamal... Go ahead.
Veteran Aaron Alexander. He knew he was in trouble and he got out of the way.
Oh my goodness!
Good Lord.
That was on the back of that man's head. And now what's he doing? What's he thinking here? What does he think? Oh, wait a minute. Is he calling for the Savage Cyclone on the outside? If he is, that's it. If he is, that's it. No, Aaron. He was reaching for it and he didn't get it. Oh, no. And now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Power bomb on the floor.
And that is solid concrete. There's no padding out there, friends.
He's even on the concrete. That was on the solid steel.
Yeah, that was on. Yeah, you're right there, champ. But it was concrete that he hit that backdrop on earlier. So, you're both right on that point. And now it's got the Charm City bomb, and there's no ropes to help Aaron this time. 1, 2, and 3. I agree with you, Brian. I'm out of breath too, man. I don't know what it's going to take at this point. These two are running on fumes. We're running on fumes. Going for the Savage Cyclone. Jamal trying to spin him into it, but Aaron gets an elbow in, and there's a 7th spear, at least 7. I think that's at least 7 spears at this point.
I think that was 7.
That man's ribs have got to be jello at this point.
Yep.
Jamal, no. A kick by Aaron. Aaron now going to the top rope. Very uncharacteristic. Oh my God, Jamal with a belly-to-belly overhand suplex.
Did you see how he hopped up on the top rope to catch him and do that belly-to-belly?
He sure did.
Belly to back? Holy crap.
And now Jamal, he's setting him up again, but now Aaron gets a backdrop. Aaron Alexander going for the spear. If he hits this, it's over. No! Savage Cyclone, no, the elbows! The elbows!
Both of these men are giving everything there is to give. Not just all that they can give, everything that there is physically possible for a human being to give.
Jamal went for a spear of his own, and Aaron got out of the way! That man's about to get rubbed out! He got it!
You're right, that's it.
No, he's picking him back up. He's gonna hit another one.
I don't believe this.
He's got him up for another one. He got another one. But he's picking him back up.
This is smart. He knows what he's doing.
He's going for it. 3rd time. A 3rd rub out. And he got him. The cover. 2. And Aaron Alexander's going to the last lap.
Oh my God, what a match.
Holy fuck, what a contest there. And Aaron Alexander now has his opportunity to become the final CCL World Heavyweight Champion. Holy crap.
If that man did not make you believe that he wants this more than anything else, that match right there should have proven it to you, folks. That man is prepared. That man is focused. That man wants that belt back. Man, what a match this was.
Listen, if this is the way we close out the final Adrenaline ever, these two men right here, these two young men, these two consummate professionals absolutely brought it in what was a CTV quality main event. And my goodness gracious me, I couldn't have been more proud to be a part of this with you two gentlemen here. What a contest.
Guys, it has been an honor to sit in these chairs with you over the years and watch matches like this. And folks, you just witnessed the last ever match in Adrenaline history, possibly the best match in Adrenaline history.
And folks, it's not going to be the last time we're going to be in these seats together. We still got a whole week left. Yeah, a whole week. But watch that. Jamal went for Aaron Alexander's spear, and Aaron sidestepped, and when he realized he only had one shot to hit it, and that's exactly what he did. But he knew after 30 minutes plus of these two men beating the crap out of one another, he knew it wasn't enough, so he had to rub them out. Not just once, not just twice, but picking them up, and for a 3rd and final time. And honestly, you can say it's are reminiscent of all 3 of his world title runs. 3 rub outs, 3 world title runs, and that gets him to the last lap.
And it's a rub out one good time against John Blackos at the last lap. It'll give him this 4th and final.
There he is. There's the champ.
Well, here we go.
John Blackos. He knows now who his opponent's going to be, and it's the franchise at the last lap.
All guys wearing that crimson mask, but he is focused. He knows what he wants. He knows what he has to do, and he's ready to do it.
Yeah, it's going to happen, folks. The last lap in a few months' time, but for now, this is D-Wall with the champion, brilliant Brian Henniger. And from all of us at CCL, thank you, and we'll see you at the last lap.
Coin Webber will kick your ass. Holla!
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching CCL Adrenaline, and thank you for supporting us through all this. We got 2 videos for you, one by us, one by the algorithm. We'll see you at the last lap. Champ. See you later.